Hello, everyone. Today, I'm here to talk to you about rebuilding broken trust, one of the fundamentals of leadership. At one point or another, we have all experienced broken trust, whether someone has broken our trust in them or we have broken the trust of others in us. I want to take an in-depth look at what we can do to begin rebuilding trust once it has been broken. My goal is to introduce practical tools to help lay the foundation for your organization to rebuild trust after it has been broken. I'd also like to provide some suggestions to begin the rebuilding process and some supportive resources to help on the journey. Imagine with me, if you will, that an event has occurred that has damaged the trust between you and your followers or your organization and the public. This could be internal or external. Either way, reparations need to be made, but how to do so effectively is not clear. My personal credibility of leadership in this area is experience in this very situation. During my time as a contracted interpreter, my supervisors hid from us what was going on as the hospital was hiring in their own interpreters in order to save money on contracting expenses. Our trust in them was broken. Additionally, my supervisor lost her trust in me because she no longer saw me as a valued employee when I couldn't trust her. I'm hoping that through this presentation you will learn from my mistake and see what can be done to repair trust after it's been broken. Let's take a look at the steps that are needed to begin rebuilding trust. Step one is to take a proactive approach. We need to ask, how did we get here? And examine what led us to this place. Instead of asking questions like, why me? Ask, how can I fix it? What can I do to be a part of the solution? We need to discern what happened to land you or the organization in this place. Feedback is a great proactive approach to rebuild trust. It requires you to trust in people, and it puts them in an open position to trust in you again. Step two is ownership. Own your mistakes and the mistakes of your organization. The Question Behind the Question by John Miller defines ownership as a commitment of the head, heart, and hands to fix the problem and never again affix the blame. Owning the problem will show people that you have a stance of humility and sow a seed for trust to begin to grow. Ownership and receiving feedback help to keep you learning. As a leader, you cannot stop learning. There's always more to know. This also creates a position of humility, which the question behind the question points to as being the cornerstone of leadership. Taking a humble stance is one of the best ways to start showing people that you truly are out to change and repair the damage that has been done. Step three is to apologize. Taking ownership over the situation should lead to an apology. You or the company should apologize first and do so sincerely, perhaps even a lot. It may take more than one apology to fix what has been done. Once the apology or apologies have been issued, let go and forgive the situation. This means that you need to forgive yourself for what has occurred. You need to forgive any wrong that was said or done against you by the public or your followers in the process, and you need to allow them to forgive you as well. Take this opportunity to focus on relationships with your followers or the relationship between the organization and the public. Aiming the focus of rebuilding trust on relationships over a brand will in turn strengthen the company's brand. David Horsiger, in his book, The Trust Edge, states, relationship trust is strong, brand trust is weak. The more connected the brand is to strong, credible relationships or a long, consistent history, the stronger the brand will become. This means that relationships are a key foundation of trust, and we need to do whatever it takes to be able to repair those relationships and show people their importance to us. After apologizing, move forward and continue the efforts to rebuild trust. Maintain clarity and openness with your followers. Make promises and follow through with them. Focus on accomplishing the mission and vision of the company. That's why you're here. Also, never forget that relationships are foundational to trust and the opportunities for learning do not end. Finally, some useful resources for your organization are the Leadership Experience by Richard Daft, The Trust Edge by David Horsiger, Learning Leadership by James Kouzes and Barry Posner, and The Question Behind the Question by John Miller. All of these resources are ones that I use today in this presentation. I hope that you were able to learn from this, and I wish you well on your journey and your leadership experience to rebuilding broken trust. Take care.